Okay, so I'm looking at solving an Euler problem here. And I found a random problem and I'm trying to solve it. So first I read the problem, and then I decided that the best way of solving this problem is kind of a brute force attack. So I'm creating a script in a text editor, and the purpose of the script is to go through and basically try every number from 1 to 30 in I guess, to see if they're a Pythagorean triple, and then do they actually solve the problem. The actual problem says, basically, find a Pythagorean triple where the sum of A, B, and C is 1,000. And actually, apparently, there is only one Pythagorean triple where that's true. And then the final answer I'm supposed to give is the result of that, the product of those three numbers. So A times B times C. See what we get. Okay, so I'm troubleshooting right now, and I've got errors, and I've gone back, and I'm trying to figure out what the error is, and then I go back and I fix it. And then I recognize that I'm not getting an answer, I'm getting undefined, so I'm trying to figure out why. So I do some troubleshooting, and I play around with the numbers, and I basically give myself some more information. So I'm using what's a debugging process, which is basically printing out the variables. And then in my head I'm thinking to myself, I don't want to print out all the variables, so I only print them out when they're Pythagorean triples. So then that sort of limits how many Pythagorean triples I get, and I'm looking at it and I'm still getting undefined, and I'm trying to figure out why. And then I realize that my numbers are way too small. So I change my numbers. I go back and I check the problem. I'll do that in a second. I go back and check the problem, reread it, realize that I need to change my numbers, and I got to fix my problem solving. The key here is that I'm being persistent, that I'm trying things over and over again, that I'm using troubleshooting steps that I've learned, and I'm using coding to basically help me solve a problem, which I think is really a computational problem. I find the answer, I go and plug it into a calculator to find the product, then I go and I pump it into the form, and I have my final answer.